What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Nerd Cores live show here on another Friday. And yes, it is I, Young Yoda, without, again, the nerdy Chicano. But for my host today, I have the luckiest Peach at Lucky Peach, Rachel.
The white delegation is taken over.
And we're done.
Oh my god. I don't mean it in that way. I just thought it was funny once I realized, hey, the two white people in Nerdcore are the only ones hosting.
Yes, Raul is out watching Shang-Chi, and I don't know where the rest of our delegations are. So.
He got a poster, damn it.
Who got a poster?
Raul.
He got a poster? Wow.
Like, I'm jealous. I didn't get one.
I get the short end of the stick generally.
I went last night. I didn't get anything.
Rachel, how are you doing today?
I didn't get out of bed till 5, so.
I mean, yeah, I get that.
Things have not gotten better, but you know what? They can always get worse.
Yeah, true. Very true. Hopefully not. Oh. Gio just came in. I wonder if he got that first part.
I hope not.
Ho-host is on his way.
Other than that, though, I had a hard time getting to my knitting because of the press. But I'm working on that now.
Very cool.
And I am watching the whole Final Destination.
How many more hats do you have to make?
3.5.
3.5. Wow.
So I'm halfway.
Really good. And Gio, I did not say anything. That was all Rachel.
I didn't mean it that way.
We'll tell you when you get on.
I think it's funny that I made that joke after talking about Mesopotamia.
Yeah, this is how today's going. I can see.
In a respectful manner, I mean.
For all those tuning in, at around the 15-minute mark at the end here, we'll talk about the final trailer of No Time to Die, which comes out October 8th in the U.S., September 30th in the U.K.
Nice.
Final Daniel Craig James Bond movie. So we'll see how this goes. I don't really have anything else planned. Roll was like, "Do you want a podcast?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'll podcast because, I'm here. We're here. Get the party started."
Just end it early and do a last minute drunk commentary.
Oh, Chill Zone's coming. Oh.
God.
Chill Zone. I was gonna do cards, but I guess I'll wait. I'll wait till the
tea flavored hard seltzer I have. I poured it in a cup and it looks like pee.
It really does. About to save this whole show.
Yeah, you really are.
You really are. Yeah. We're kind of struggling. Doggy paddling right now.
You're talking to a depressed person who had one joke and it wasn't even good.
I mean, and then the skull cup full of piss just. I mean, but it's not like bright yellow, so it's like it means you're hydrated.
By the end of this, people are gonna be like, "Oh, Rachel needs to be institutionalized."
Nah. We wouldn't allow that. We'd break you out.
To defend that joke, I regularly commit white on white crime, so that was the intention behind it.
I mean, as it should be.
Not the other.
David, sup? How are you doing today, David? Welcome to the live show, the disaster show, the Brad show.
I wonder.
The Brad and Rachel show.
Oh, I wonder if Raul knows I read off my entire list of notes about the Spider-Man trailer, because when I
I
told
don't
him I
know
had
if
that
he
many
watched that.
notes,
I don't know if he watched that or not. We got Chill Zone.
when I told
Chill
Hello.
Zone.
When I told him about
You're
that
muted,
before,
by the way.
he was like, "Don't read them all." And then I came here and y'all were like, "Read them all."
I was like, read them all. Like, why not? Like, I got time to kill. I want to know your thoughts. Read them all. I run a totally different ship of chaos. Chill Zone, how you doing? Oh, no, back to mute. Okay, fine. Be that way.
Muted.
Nope, still can't hear you, bro. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not on my end, I don't think. Maybe.
No, I can't hear anything either.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus, I made myself cry.
As always, technical difficulties. And just difficulties in general.
Hello?
Yes, there we go. We hear you.
There we go. Okay.
There you go.
What's going on, everybody?
What is up, Keon?
I just got home from work, not even 20 minutes ago. So
Nice. How was work today?
it was pretty good for the most part, like the first half.
You
the
didn't
second part was just miserable because I thought that I'm off Monday because of Labor Day, so I have to sit for like an extra 2 hours and like just sulk that I'm not off work yet. So,
I mean, long weekend though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Sure,
so that's good. You didn't happen to catch the first part of the show, did you?
I feel like you're asking for a specific reason.
I am. It wasn't me. It was not me this time.
I made him joking.
What happened?
Because when we started, it was just me and Brad, so I made a joke about the white delegation. Because we were the only ones here, and I was like, oh my god.
Brad, how'd you get banned off Twitch? Really, it wasn't me. I'm sorry, Raul.
I meant it disrespectfully.
We really did.
Yeah, I would never.
This is why Jozone doesn't want to moderate anymore.
Hey, y'all know I don't condone my ancestors' actions, and I don't align with. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry.
How's the rest
It's
of your
nice
week
to see you
going,
guys.
Jozone? It's nice to see you too.
It's nice to see you guys.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I'm actually.
Rachel out.
I'm actually kind of depressed right now.
Oh.
So last Friday, y'all did the Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah, we got kicked off YouTube for it. Not like fully kicked off YouTube.
Yeah, Raul told me.
Yeah.
And I told Raul, I was like, dude, like the whole week I was waiting. I was like, dude, I can't wait for Saturday because I was gonna be on a live show. And then Saturday came, and when I got, well, no, it was Saturday, so I was already home. I was grinding Final Fantasy from like 2:00 in the afternoon. And
which Final Fantasy?
14, Final Fantasy 14 online.
Oh, okay.
I completely forgot. And like randomly I thought about the trail and I was like, wait. Fuck. And then I looked and y'all had already streamed it and I was like
down. That was a Shane moment right there.
What happened with YouTube?
Huh? What happened with YouTube? So I pulled the same thing Raul pulled with the Eternals, playing it in the background and it being, just kind of on a loop and talking over that. We didn't get a YouTube strike for that. What we think happened is when I played the Spider-Man trailer, I didn't know I had autoplay on for the next one, and it went to someone else's review for like 5 seconds before I could put it back. And so we think we got striked with that. That's what we think. Co-host is in the house. What's up, Gio?
Hi, I'm sorry, I'm late.
No, that's it. You know, but we don't really have a specific time. We say like 6:30 my time. We know how that goes. Chozo was just saying how he was sad he didn't get to participate in the Spider-Man review.
Yeah.
I mean, but
really
you have time now, Chozo, and you have the floor.
Oh,
Would you like to?
oh, great.
Put
Oh,
your
yes,
thoughts?
absolutely. First of all, let me start off by saying, Willem Dafoe probably has the most distinct laugh,
Yes.
like chuckle for Green Goblin that I've had. Like literally, when I saw the pumpkin bomb, I automatically knew. I was like,
yes.
That's Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Like 100%.
Now, do you think we're getting Green Goblin or Hobgoblin with the pumpkin?
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
because who is Hobgoblin?
I don't remember. I just remember Hobgoblin. I don't remember
Okay.
who.
Was it
who
James
the-
Well, that was in the
Franco?
Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Oh, was
right?
that the well, I don't even want to mention James Franco on this because that might get us banned. But
Yes, that name
I'm only
alone.
going to mention Seth Rogen from now on.
Okay.
Seth Rogen's friend.
You can take me off.
Okay.
I'm uncomfortable.
Okay, sorry.
So for there's something about that trailer that really threw me off. Why? Okay, so Doctor Strange, right?
Mhm.
Stephen Strange, why did he agree to cast that? Like you see, Doctor Strange, this man was literally hiding the time stone from Thanos, like, and eventually he ended up giving it to him, but it was after like a bunch of pressure from Thanos. He's like, we were gonna lose anyway, so like, and I already looked, and he already knew what he needed to do, and he goes from like protecting these stones and the sanctums to just casting this petty spell, for Peter. And it's like, this isn't Steven. Like we're used to.
I personally think it's just an ego thing because Strange does have an ego.
That's true.
So it's not beyond believability for him to be like, yeah, I can do this simple fucking spell for this teenager.
Right.
Like, that's how I see it. A lot of people are saying that's not the real Doctor Strange. And I'm just like, that's like
Mephisto
a multiverse or one of those. But to me, it's just one of those things like, yeah, I can totally do this. I'm freaking, I'm
sorcerer. Yeah.
I'm Sorcerer Supreme. Like, I can totally do
Mm-hmm.
this.
I mean, I don't know. And why the hell is it so cold? Like, so like I saw a lot of people were saying that it was from when Bruce fell through the roof and through the staircase. But the stairs were fixed, like in the trailer. Like if you go back and look, like there was no hole. It was all fixed. Like,
you think a Sorcerer Supreme would be able to fix a roof pretty easy?
Exactly, right? So like I wonder why it's like winter in the sanctum.
I just like how Wong just pieces out.
But right, he was definitely going to go fight freaking Abomination and Shang-Chi. So
for some money.
He's like, I gotta go pay off the roof.
Yeah. But Steven, his drip though, like his cloak over
with the hoodie. Amazing.
Listen, a lot of people didn't like that look, but I thought that was probably the best part of the trailer. Like when I saw that, I was like, "Yo, Steven with the drip, my boy."
I mean, the only man to get away with a cape on his college clothes.
Right.
Is
I
really
like the ones that like people memed it with him having the Timbs on and the hat.
Yeah, right. And he had wave.
Brooklyn.
Wave check. Yeah. What else? Obviously, saying Alfred Molina returning as
that was nice.
OG Doc Ock. I will say something. They did a phenomenal job on the de-aging because he looks so. You can kind of tell it's kind of CGI'd a little bit, but it's not like, to me personally, it wasn't like bothersome. there's CGI in some movies that are just like, what is this? Like, Brad, I know you're about to pull something up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was okay. So I was thinking right, but the Irishman, the CGI on that for De Niro, for the de-aging did not look very good. So that's been since 2019. They had a COVID time to sit there and figure it out. But yeah, you're right. The de-aging for Melina was perfect.
Exactly.
His hair with the sunglasses was.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Also,
it looked like a high school goth kid going into Spencer's.
And and here's the issue I have with TikTok is now every time I see Doc Ock, I just think of Fiddler on the Roof with the little arm things going on. I'm just like,
I need to see this.
You haven't seen that?
Yeah, send it to me.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it after the show.
It's so good. And the fact that like the people controlling the arms ran along with it.
I saw when Rachel was giving their
the list.
The list. They said that and I 100% agree. Doc Ock was not talking to Tom's Spider-Man.
No,
because
I believe that too, because
there's no
you
way
you have to have all the Spider-Man,
exactly.
or at least two of them.
Right.
There's no way he would have recognized him either.
Well, there's no way the Tom Holland Spider-Man can take on the Sinister Six. We all know this is a Sinister Six movie in some form, by himself. There's like very little winning in that.
The only Spider-Man that can is Yuri Lowenthal's Spider-Man in the PS4 game.
Okay.
I mean, there was something that happened with the Sinister Six in that Drake Bell Spider-Man show.
We don't talk about Drake Bell.
Nope, that's another one we'll get canceled for, just like Seth Rogen's friend.
We're just gonna say the names and then stop talking about them. We're gonna get the list out the way in conversation.
It's gonna be Josh's friend or the other Drake.
Drake.
You know what?
Y'all remember when he became like a pop star in Mexico and changed his name?
Yeah, but I think he was on the run.
Okay, well,
that got dark. That took a turn. I know.
Witness protection, but you got your shit all over the internet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. They'll never find me.
I will say, so I just recently, for the first time, watched the amazing, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Okay, so wait. You're just saying the titles, or did you think they were amazing?
No, I'm saying the title.
Okay.
No. No.
I just had to get that out there because I was like, did he like those movies?
No. Those
like really like them?
I will say, I don't know how many people would agree with me. I would not be upset if Andrew Garfield is in a movie just because we'd have all the Spider-Mans.
I think that'd be dope.
He is I really enjoy his Spider-Man, not his Peter. I hate his Peter. His Peter is awful.
Garbage.
Garbage. I do not like his Peter, but his Spider-Man I think is amazing. No pun intended. But because Spider-Man has this witty kind of I don't know, attitude. He treats everything as a game, basically. He's just toying with people. And Andrew Garfield, I feel pulls that off incredibly, in those movies. His Peter is so bad.
Which he might be, considering he'll be Spider-Man.
Right.
If he comes in this, he'll be Spider-Man. So this might be a good role for him. But my only thing is, if I have to get an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, I want the Paul Giamatti Rhino.
I do want the Paul Giamatti
just
Rhino.
for the hilarity of it.
I won't
That's
even
a
lie.
thing?
That shit looks
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's in the
And
Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
too.
Paul Giamatti as
Yeah, he goes
Rhino.
They were,
It's
they
like,
were introducing
and then it starts the credits with the Kendrick Lamar and Alicia Keys song. Yeah.
they were
Giamatti.
introducing the Sinister Six like in the second movie at the end, and they never continued with it. I thought that was so funny because I'm like, wait, they're introducing Rhino, then they have Lizard and and all these people, Electro.
You think we get Jamie Foxx's bad comb over?
Yes,
Okay.
I have two
Does it have
things.
to? Does it have
Two
to?
things.
absolutely.
One, how do you think Andrew and Tom's Spider-Man are going to react to the fact that Toby's Spider-Man has organic webbing?
Someone's
Ooh.
gonna say a dick joke.
Because they have web shooters.
There's
I feel
gonna
like
be there's gonna be
that
an
would be
all
Andrew,
natural
yeah.
joke in there or something.
Two,
Andrew will be the one to make the dick joke.
Yeah.
two,
I'm very confident.
two. Jessica Chastain revealed on her TikTok that Andrew Garfield has a secret TikTok.
Ooh.
Okay.
Really?
I don't.
Does
I don't
anybody know?
how I feel about that?
He has a secret.
People are allowed to have secret TikToks.
I mean,
It's
we've heard about the directors with like secret Twitters and all that, and
Yeah,
all got real excited about it. Although like all our shows are just banter back and forth with sex jokes. That's about what we're good for. For anyone watching.
I'm gonna watch those movies.
I haven't asked this
Forget
yet.
Final
Gio,
Destination.
how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Let me show you what I've been doing for the last 2 hours. So, I got some notes here that I
Ooh.
wrote. A little bit of session prep.
I'll be right back.
I didn't want to show the whole thing because
Yeah.
there's spoilers there. There's also some spoilers here about what my week is like. I have stuff on this board as well.
Damn, how
covering
many
up the
boards do you
survivors
have?
Stuff. I mean, three.
Okay.
There's these two, and then
Is this all
I haven't
Survivors of
reviewed this
Flame?
one. No, that big board also had like stuff for the week.
Okay.
Because I am a student. Let's see, and this one has stuff on here.
Oh, it's a foldable
But
one.
it's
That's
old.
dope.
Yeah, Michelle gave me this one.
That's
Yeah, that one's
cool.
dope. I might want to get one of those. I don't know what I put on it,
So,
but I might want
like,
to get one of those.
Yeah, I had work today. Yesterday I was really tired because I was outside running, working for an event at work, and did a lot of like infomercial style stuff to like gotta be a couple hundred students. It was very busy, very exhausting. I brought a change of clothes and was still sweaty and tired. And
Yeah, it's got to be humid out there.
It was a wreck. I actually was rinsing out some tie-dye today, and I got a little bit of it on my shirt.
Oh,
No.
sadness.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Also, I'm doing laundry. I guess my meds are working.
We got shit done.
Got shit done. I'm glad you could join us today, for sure.
Yay!
Because we were struggling there at the beginning, like pretty hardcore.
Speaking of the beginning, what did I miss? What the fuck was said so that I can laugh too?
God,
I want to laugh too, Rachel.
I made a bad joke about the white delegation
And the joke
because Brad and I were the only ones here.
you were like the white delegation is taking over. Is that
Yes.
And then I cut right out to the outro.
I meant for it to be like sarcastic, and like my voice did not come out the way.
Yeah, that
Whew.
was you.
Whoo, YouTube goes again.
It's been a long
Actually,
day.
that'll gain us views to be like the white delegation is taking.
Not from the ones we want.
It's the
It's been a long day,
Nerdcore
and then I
live
pulled
show
out my
white party.
piss cup.
Piss cup.
Biscuit. Got this piss
Go
in my
piss,
cup.
friend.
Go piss, girl. Have you seen the Gossip Girl meme where it's like I gotta pee in it, and they edited the Gossip Girl title to say "Go Piss Girl"?
I have. That's why I made a reference to it.
Oh, Rachel, are you doing the commentary tonight?
Do you want to do it tonight?
We good?
What commentary?
I don't know who else wants to join.
Uh, don't make me drink alone.
Yes, I'm gonna go. Okay.
That'll be
I know
after.
what I'm doing with my evening.
I own it, so I can share my DVD.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Cool.
You know, yeah. Post made it to me. Yeah.
Oops.
Chosen, you're welcome to join in on the commentary after this as well, if you would like.
Everyone's
Wait, what
welcome. I'm
commentary?
lucky as Peach.
So it's for the movie. I believe it's Ma.
Ma.
I've never seen Ma.
Dude, I got so excited. I love that movie. It's so bad. It's not awful. It's actually not awful, but
I will send you all the link after we finish this.
Why did you just look into?
For me?
No,
Did I look directly in my camera? on
You
accident?
look right in your camera, and it
it's like the way it's sitting on my monitor is right next to the X for in like the little plus to add a new tab. So I looked at that.
It's funny.
That like really that did something to me for a second. No.
You know, look into your eyes. I can see forever.
Oh, okay.
The worst is over.
All right. I'm sorry. What was it? What is it called? Brad?
Called Ma. M-A.
Okay. My dick.
Ah!
Without TV
Okay.
If only I could use my soundboard.
Let's just do cards. I'm so sorry.
Okay, let's do
gotta
some
turn my
cards.
fan
Let's get
on.
into some cards. Sounds fun.
Just like David said. What David said.
Where'd Rachel go? I mentioned cards and they just run off. Oh, okay.
Daddy.
Had to go empty the piss cup.
Jesus.
Okay.
What about the piss cup?
What?
I heard piss cup when I put my headphones back
No,
on.
you didn't.
Yeah. Okay, next card. What is something you think I could never fail at?
Bang you.
That's a cop out. There's only one of me.
Surprising.
But that's the
hell out
thing,
of
you
me.
could never fail at bang you. Like if you had to, I just did an Obama. If there was like, if someone had asked me like, who do you think is the least likely to not be themselves, or no, who? I just confused myself. Somebody go. All right.
I can't help
I get what you're saying.
What the question was.
And I get what you're saying, Chozone, and
Yeah, I
it's true.
feel like you would
I
be the
have
one-
been me for like ever. Ask
Yeah.
my wife.
Yeah.
I have never changed since she's met me.
Yeah, there you go.
I was like,
There you go. See, Brad got it. I'm just an idiot. Yeah.
The question, Rachel, is what is something you think I could never fail at? And that doesn't mean you have to direct at me. It could be anyone. You can even talk about Raul too. It's always fun to talk about Raul when he's not here.
I'm not doing that because that one night we all roasted the hell out of him.
oh my god. Was that on camera or off camera? I was trying.
We all who?
It was like 2 weeks ago on the live show. Okay, let me think.
With love. I should think too.
Gio never fails to get me to watch movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been struggling lately, and you being like, you want to watch a movie has helped. Which sounds like a
It's
weird thing to
helped
be
me too.
struggling with, but as somebody who wraps my entire personality around movies, It's a thing.
Mm.
I do this thing. I mentioned it on my podcast too, where like I point at something in my room when I'm talking about it. And it's funny on the podcast because like most people listening to it don't have the video, and I'm like, yeah, my
Well, over
movies,
there.
my books.
Over there. We should have like we should go back and edit and be like Rachel pointing.
Like a sound bite.
Yeah.
Rachel point like a screen direction, like on a script.
Rachel points
Rachel
upward.
points to.
I do
Yeah.
want to.
We should have
I
the
wanna make-
subtitles with the little ball on it too.
I do.
We should make it where the sound just comes out the headphone where the noise or the pointing is going. Like it comes out the left ear, it's to the left.
I do want to make a compilation of the amount of times I say the Patreon link.
The Patreon.
Because in the streaming wars episodes, it's become a bit because I said it like a million times in the first episode, and Raul was like, "You gotta keep doing that." I was like, "All right." So now
Make it memorable.
In streaming wars, I see how many times I can say the Patreon link.
Okay, who hasn't gone? What is something you think I could never fail at?
Yeah.
Gio.
I think. Well,
Oh, you
okay.
too, Brad.
I always my brain goes like, okay, first answer is to answer as if Brad was the subject of the question, but I'm not gonna do that this time because I'm good. I'm gonna point it back at Rachel. Rachel never surprises me. Never ceases. It was like bleh, never ceases to. Shit. Say this question again.
What is something you think I could never fail at?
Oh, okay. Rachel, I think Rachel could never fail at making me laugh during the fucking movie. Like it could just be any fucking movie, and I'm just still like laughing. Like we were watching Zootopia, and I was like breaking Zootopia apart, but like also we were joking about it at the exact same time. I was like, this propaganda, reform
Propaganda.
over justice
What's going
bullshit.
on? Have y'all seen
Zootopia
Zootopia?
propaganda.
Have you seen it,
That's the sequel.
Brad?
I've seen Zootopia, yeah.
Okay, you know the scene with the blueberries at the end
Yes.
in the museum?
Uh-huh.
You were there, and Gio was going off. He was like, "See the propaganda? They got him with the night howler thing. Oh my god!" And then I kept quiet because I knew they were gonna reveal that it was the blueberry, and I just sat there, and then it happened, and it got
was like
dead
it was
silent.
legit. It was legit like me being like, oh well, you see, but this complicates the whole narrative of like what they're trying to say, and then like so I'm like that even further muddies this message is already kind of harmful. Oh, it was a blueberry. Oh, it was a
The
blueberry.
whole time I was just sitting there like, do I say something like? It was great.
What is something you think I could never fail at? This is kind of going to be the collective as a group. I don't think y'all will ever fail at making me a better person, to be honest. Y'all call out some shit when I'm wrong, and I'm going, yeah, I was wrong. So Gio's really good at that. Gio's been good at that since like he's come on to the show. And he's like, Brad, really? I'm like, yeah, okay.
I've been working on that because I struggle with calling people out, but I've been working on it.
Oh, Gio has no problem. He's like, Brad. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Only when I'm comfortable.
Honestly,
I
don't do it at all.
Yeah, so I would just let you be wrong on Main Street.
just be letting you be wrong and be dumb.
I don't. Because I don't even know when I'm wrong. Until somebody tells
He's
me.
like, I'm gonna let you be wrong so you can get canceled down the line.
That's only if I read names.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore.
Like, never let Brad read names.
People on the
on the
internet
show.
are mean, okay? It's not my fault people on the internet are mean. All right, let's move to a different question. What's your favorite book from your childhood, and why'd you like it so much?
I can go because I have a tattoo of it.
There you go.
Oh, it's upside down.
Where the wild things are.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that book.
That book was kind of scary as a kid.
My tattoo
I
is him
skipped
doing
like the
a
last
kickflip.
3 days of reading that book because
My tattoo
the only
is him
book
doing a
I can
kickflip, and then the tattoo artist was like, "Do you want to put something on the skateboard so it's not plain?" And we put the cancer symbol, but at a certain angle, it looks like there's a 69 on my arm.
hey, either way works.
The movie is pretty scary, though.
Kick flipping into a 69.
The vibe
Gator
is
life.
like the video where the guy's like, "So no head."
Nope. Damn it. I'll go with the BFG, which was way before the movie, because that's really the only book I can remember from my childhood. I read a lot of Stephen King and all that, so yeah, I was a weird kid. But the BFG is the kind of the one child book that I remember.
I just realized, are you knitting?
They're making hats.
Yes, I'm making hats.
I've
I
never
started-
seen someone knitting with
Stacy in the
my own
chat. Also, Stacy says "Got to be Cat in the Hat" by Samuel L. Jackson. Also, one of my favorites from Samuel L. Jackson, "Go the Fuck to Sleep."
Oh my god!
Mine would have to be the Goosebumps book.
Oh, R.L. Stein.
I love
Yes.
The
I
show
don't remember
sucked.
what it
It was
was
very
called.
cringe, but like
The show kind of worked in a way because it was so bad, like with the puppets and shit. Like those were some
remember-
scary fucking puppets.
I don't remember
I mean,
what
it was
the title of it
entertaining.
was, but
Yeah.
I read one Goosebumps book that was like a create your own adventure, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
one
know
of
what
those where you tab it and you go dead, definitely dead, outlived. Okay, there we go.
I think. Are you talking about the one where it's like you flip, you're reading, and then at some
It's like
point you come
It
to
says
the-
go to a
like,
certain
flip to this
page.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It choose your own adventure.
Maybe
Okay.
that's why
I
I like
read that.
Bandersnatch so much. I like Bandersnatch.
Keanu
I'm a
in a whole
child.
different place.
He's just
I
laughing
was
at the word
right.
snatch.
A what now?
Listen, I'm still getting adjusted to adult life. Please forgive me.
Taser.
You never
face.
get adjusted.
That's
You
a
just
good
continue on.
Although I did watch We're the Millers the other night, and it made me realize how far Will Poulter has come in his career.
All right, so my answer is The Alchemist, The Secrets of the Immortal
Ooh.
Nicholas Flamel by Michael Scott. It is a
Michael Scott?
Wait, is that Michael Scott?
Yeah, it is. It's Michael Scott.
That is a very talented individual. Who knew? Selling printers and writing books. Who the fuck knew?
From Dunder Mifflin. Yeah, no. I didn't even think about that at all because I don't focus Office at all. Okay, so
Of course, the white delegation
this is
would come up with the
first
fucking
in a
Office
series.
reference.
Wait, what? Huh? Sorry.
Right, you got me fouled.
Just keep talking.
Okay, so this is the first in like a series of books that are like comparative mythology and talking about like the end of the like twins of prophecy potentially potentially being the end of the world, and there's like comparative mythology being like, okay, like there's people from like Gaelic myth and like Greek myth, Roman myth, like some like American myth, like American gods, but like some like indigenous gods as well.
How many books are in this series? Is it a series?
This series has, because there's one that's not on here. So I want to say this is 5. It might be 6. Because I bought this book late. Anyway, second choice would have been a series of unfortunate events. I read all of those out of order as a kid.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
see,
okay.
y'all got
When
all
I
this
first-
talent.
When I first started reading Percy Jackson, I almost read them out of order.
I did too. Yeah.
When I started reading Harry Potter, I read book 2 first.
I didn't read
For
those.
some
I
reason.
didn't read
I don't
any of
know
those
why.
damn books because they were too damn big. I was literally intimidated by the size
The
of those
first,
books.
the first
They
and
looked
second
like
one chose them
dictionaries.
weren't
It was
bad.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
The
I
first,
only
second,
read
and
the
third
first-
books for Harry Potter were not bad. It's after that where it's like, hey, we're gonna give you a dictionary.
Dude, yeah.
I don't count Percy Jackson as my childhood because I didn't read them until like 8th grade.
You were a child.
Yeah, you were a child.
Oh, true.
I read these in middle school. I read this in middle school.
yeah.
So a series of unfortunate events. I did read that in like elementary school, early middle school. Also, I read a number of them out of order because of availability at the local library. And so I'd be like, oh, well, this is the book I got. I gotta read it, and then be like, oh, like I literally remember like being at my aunt's house, finishing 4 and getting to 7 and being like, or like 6 or something, and being like, what? And then having to go back around. I was like, yeah. And then I think I read 12 before 10. It was wild.
Here's what I hate is Stephen King's The Dark Tower series. There were, I believe, 9 original books. And then the man comes up with filler books like after all of it. So I read the original 9 and he comes out with like another fucking book that happened in between like 6 and 7. And I'm just like, you expect me to go back fucking read this? I know what happens at the end. I don't need to read this. I'm done. Went through the keyhole my ass. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'd only gotten introduced into Goosebumps because my brother used to steal books from his school, like when he was younger. And one of the books I remember reading first was "Don't Go in the Basement," and I just took it and read it just because like it looked cool, like the cover art was cool to me. It was just like his hand with the leaves coming out, and it interested me somehow as a kid, even though I was a pussy. And like I didn't, I don't know. I was a scary ass. Like I didn't want to watch, read anything, and it still interests me. And then I got into stuff like Say Cheese and Die, The Haunted Mask, and honestly, it was probably an addiction. Because my librarian used to have to force me to get other books because all I wanted to read was Goosebumps. Like every time I would go to the library, like I was.
Why don't you read The Giving Tree? Fuck that.
Bro, for real, fuck the Giving Tree.
Yeah, The Giving Tree is really fucked up and all about abuse. that poor tree.
What was the Michelle Silverstein? That was, I remember those.
Oh, Dire Wolfie Kid. Okay.
Not that one.
I remember reading those though. They're still making them.
The Diary of a Wimpy Kid ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's an actual like cartoon movie coming out.
Yeah, there is.
I think they're still making the Captain Underpants books too.
They are. Mm-hmm.
Did y'all go to the Scholastic? Did they have this?
Scholastic
I'm old, so the Scholastic Book Fair, but all the poor kids like didn't have any money, which was me. And so it'd be like my parents give me like $2-3. That's all we had. I'd get a Garfield book because I was a stupid fucking kid.
I remember.
I hate Mondays.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it too much. It was something dealing with the Scholastic Book Fair, but I'm not gonna say it.
I think honestly, kids should just steal from those. Like expand your knowledge. They're charging those fucking books. Those books are like that thin. Come on now.
I think the adults should steal from them.
Yes.
And give them to the kids.
Yes.
The kids should learn not to steal.
The kids should be in the classroom while the adults steal from the Scholastic Book Fair. Yes.
Yes. There should be one teacher to go like, I'll watch the shit and just take like 8 books.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, Timmy, I know you're interested in lightning storms. Here's a book.
Here, Gwendolyn, you can't read yet, but here's Garfield.
And be like, hey,
it's the same thing.
Everything. Goal.
Garfield hates Mondays and likes lasagna. You'll get it.
We're gonna work through this together. I'll see you after school in the after school program.
Yeah. It would work.
At the
I-
address at after school program.
I was actually on Twitter. They had a good idea: is people should start sending money to kind of reserve books for kids at the Scholastic Book Fair. So if they didn't have money, they would have something to be able to get
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Mhm.
I thought that was a good
People
idea.
did those little ways.
Yeah, in a way.
Mhm.
Y'all
All right.
I think
remember?
it's really good.
Y'all remember that kid's book with the kid with the crayon?
No.
Drawing all over the walls.
No.
No.
Oh,
Isn't
they're
it just
making it into a movie.
What was it called?
I don't remember. Some kid with the crayon.
Oh, I thought it was called The
Kid with
the
crown.
Something like that.
It's a book.
Yeah. They're making it into a
Wait,
movie
was
with
it a
Zachary
Nicktoons
Levi.
show? Was it
I
that
don't know.
Nicktoons show with like the blue dude with the cape? And it was like, because that show went hard, but like, I think it was a crayon. Anyway, we might be talking about two different things.
Kid with the crown.
Is it called Harold and the Purple Crayon?
Yeah, I'm talking about Chalk
Yeah.
Zone, David.
David said Chalk Zone. Yeah,
Oh, Chalk Zone. Oh.
I'm thinking of Chalk Zone. I don't know.
we're not thinking of Ghost Rider, are we? Does anybody remember that show? I know it's on Apple TV. There's a new Ghost Rider. I'm talking about old
I
school
thought you were
Ghost Rider.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no.
why I went. I mean,
No,
I
no.
knew the word, but I did it anyway.
Writer. I need to emphasize that.
Yeah.
But it was one of those. It was like the ghost would like form letters and shit and give clues to the kids, and I don't know. It was a dumb show, but I liked it for some
That's
reason.
a real thing, though.
Yeah.
That's a real thing that spirits communicate through.
Children?
Spirits.
Spirits
No.
were, like written.
No,
Like a
I'm saying.
medium.
I thought
Children?
No, I thought you were saying that
Also,
spirits
but-
communicate through children.
No.
Ruh-roh.
So they go. So they go to those things with the medium who can like talk to them, right?
Mhm.
And sometimes they'll like, I don't know how it works, but the medium will write something down like for them.
I mean, I've you have the Ouija board and all that. I don't fuck with the Ouija board though, because I've never
Fuck
seen
no.
anything good happen with the Ouija
see
board.
Do you see this?
Uh-huh.
That's just something we don't do.
And that's what we like and yeah, and we typically do that, but I've learned from others' mistakes of not to do that.
No,
You're just asking for trouble with the Ouija board.
Yeah.
If you
I
don't do it
respect
properly,
it. It's
you
just
invite
not
some
my
bad things in.
Not for me.
If I ever listen, wait, what'd you say, Gia? I'm sorry, I never.
I was like, I respect it. It's just not for me at this time in my life.
The bar that we shot at
Or any time in my life.
before I leave had a couple of them, and I was like,
Yeah, no.
Mm-mm.
everyone on set was just like,
I mean, I won't even watch. I try not to watch. Like, I didn't realize like that movie Veronica had a Ouija board. I don't even try to watch movies with Ouija boards because I'm like, the Ouija board freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where for me, I'm not in a place where I go like, I believe this. I'm in a place where I'm like, it's possible, and so yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, and everything you see related to a Ouija board has generally always been bad.
and there's better ways to communicate that aren't bad.
Yeah.
That don't end up badly, I should say.
Loved Ghost Rider, Nicolas Cage reading to kids as emotively as possible. God damn it, Stacy, stop it.
And the cow jumped over the moon.
Have y'all seen the joke about, it's a TikTok of like if Adam Driver were Spider-Man?
No.
And it's
No.
this guy who kind of looks like him in a Spider-Man suit, and he does like the walk.
Spider-Man thick. Let's move on to the next question. That was a good one. Describe the last experience you had where you realized you had matured.
I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but there was something. I got one. when we talked about Devilman Crybaby on Share Club Pod and like rewatched it, I remember being like so into that show. And then like when I rewatched it, I was like, whoo, I am a different person now. Or when like I sent some video of like some comedy thing to Rachel, and then like I watched it myself and I was like, ooh, I was a different person, listening to some different shit. Like that was in my like Joe Rogan phase a little bit. And I was like, ooh.
He's got
I've grown as a person.
I heard he got a negative test on the COVID recently. So
I heard he took the horse shit.
He did.
yeah, anybody watching
The
this, don't take
horse
the horse medication. That's just it's not proven. It's nothing. Like I get you out. Just get the fucking shot. Jesus Christ. Describe the last experience you had where you realized
It's
you had
definitely recent
matured.
because I have spent a lot of time over the last year changing. I mean, when I stopped using Twitter as a diary. I think the only person who
No, I think like there's a lot of people who go through that. Like you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, like I did the same thing, and it's this whole subtweeting and drama thing, and eventually you're
It's
like,
not worth it.
fuck this app.
Yeah,
That
I
was- I
started better methods of getting out my like,
Mhm.
Stress that way of just like, I never have it in me to actually write my thoughts down, but I'll put them in my notes app and then delete it.
There's some shit that the world doesn't need to know.
Yeah.
I sometimes need an
Are you
outlet to
good?
put something, and so I'll just say it
Are
vaguely.
you good?
Yeah, on
You okay,
Twitter.
Chilson?
Yeah, I'm good.
You okay down there?
Yeah, I'm good. Yes,
Twitter diaries.
This man's still thinking about Bandersnatch.
no, that literally was nowhere even in. No.
Bandersnatch.
Just yeah, I need to stop using Twitter as a diary sometimes. As a journal, I should say, diary.
Yeah, but sometimes your
journal.
shit's like, fuck those people. I'm like, yeah. Retweet.
That's
Honestly,
me. I'll like it. I'll be like,
I'll tweet out basically. Have you ever like been high on your thoughts? Like, I mean, like genuine. Like, I feel like there's a such thing as being high on your thoughts, where you just have like this moment where you're just thinking about like deep. I don't know, like something. I don't know, and you just want to get it out there, and then you do, and then you read it, and you're just like, maybe I should delete this. Honestly, that's
Maybe
my
that
answer
maybe
to
that
that
wasn't a good
question.
decision.
Last week, I went through and I deleted a bunch of tweets that were just like, yeah, let's delete that. I think that's when I realized I'm intrigued, because I realized that I was just being a dumbass, and
Was it one of those moments where you're like, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you?
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
free Britney.
But
Stacy says, I don't know, Bandersnatch has been a good Doctor Strange so far. That okay.
Rachel, this is not the time to say that. That's valid. That's legit thing.
what is even his name anymore? I don't even know. What is that?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
God,
The Cumberbatch. Cucumber.
that literally.
What? Okay, what's the last name? I got the Benedict, right? Cumber?
Batch.
Batch. Cumberbatch. Not-
What?
not
Wait.
Cum-
What did?
Cumberbatch.
What did Brian say?
Comfort patch.
I was close.
Hold on. Let
I
me
got
see
the
if I still
B
have
and
the
kind of
photo.
mixed it up with a P, you know?
I went to the bookstore one time. I don't know if I still have the photo.
Cumberbatch.
And I found this book that said, oh, here it is.
It's backwards.
And I
Cumber bitch?
bitch.
Yeah, it says
there's
my
an
name
R
is
on the end.
My name is blank and I am a cumber bitch. And it says you have a Ben addiction. This book can help. This was in 2019, and I still have this photo because it's funny. I think it's utterly
Is he-
hilarious
He's like a
whenever
heartthrob or
they
something?
print books like that about celebrities.
Like I get like Timothy Chalamet challenging Tom Holland.
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Shallot.
I have seen one
Shallots.
for Timothy
Shallots.
Chalamet.
I like shallots.
Shallots. I
He's
can't
an
wait
onion.
to watch Dune with Timothy
Timothy.
Shallots.
Shallots. Okay.
The first time I saw his name, it confused me because of how many E's there are.
Timotei, yeah.
Yeah.
Describe the last experience you had where you realized you had matured. I think every day at work, because all my employees are older than me, and I have to deal with that.
Yeah, I get you.
I mean, especially a couple weeks ago, you definitely put your foot down.
I don't know if I was being mature.
He said,
Like I don't think I was being mature. That was just rage.
it was
It was mature. I
it.
didn't slap them.
I feel
it
that.
was
Yeah, that was
deserved
bad.
rage though.
Yeah. It
What you not
was
gonna do?
that and haven't had a problem since. Go figure.
Said,
It's a flick. Think again.
Let's move on to the next one before I get in trouble. What's something you'd hope people never forgot about you? This will be the last one, guys.
Okay. Wait, say it again?
What's something you hope people never forget about you?
I'm not even gonna say it.
Ma.
You mean that wagon you pulling? Cut a slice.
I'm not gonna say it because I would I thought about it for a second and I was like, I would rather people forget that I am the one. I don't want to say it. I really don't.
Then don't.
I'm not going to.
Probably
I'm
better if you
hoping
would tell us
Brad
what
will
did
think
out
of it,
loud.
but I'm not gonna.
Don't hold your hope. I forget a lot of things.
Hold on. Actually, I'll put it in the chat. Probably.
I hope people don't. No, I don't know.
I hope people don't forget that I tried my best. even when it looked like I wasn't. Like I hope
shower
people,
thoughts.
Like, will know that I tried my best even when there are times where I'm like struggling and
What
it
does
looks like
that
I'm not
mean?
doing anything at all.
You
I
don't
hope
know.
I tried
You
my
don't know the
best.
story, Rachel.
Rachel
I am
wasn't
trying
around.
my best to wrangle that in while y'all are doing. Okay, I do know this story. I hope people forget that about you. It's not even that bad. I thought it was something
It's not.
bad.
It's not even about Chozo. It's just what he walked in on.
I'm not. I'd rather people forget because that's a part of my life that I want to forget myself. I'm not even gonna lie.
Like brushing teeth.
Huh?
I said like brushing teeth.
Rachel will
Yeah.
clue you in at the end.
Yeah.
See,
Because that story, if you go back to past episode, that story has been talked about enough.
I don't think about myself in that way, but I guess I don't fucking know.
Hey, that's an answer.
Yeah, you
I got no sense of self. I don't know.
I guess for me it'd be kindness and empathy. That's what I'm trying.
Yeah.
So everything else, it can get
I guess
All
I'm
lost for all I care.
similar because I know, like, I'm so quiet that I have a way of sometimes when I first meet people coming off as an asshole because I'm so quiet. So I hope people don't forget that I'm not an asshole.
That's always a good thing to
I
strive
thought you
for,
were an asshole when I first met you.
considering like I've met many assholes. I don't think any of our friend group is. I mean, everyone is capable of being an asshole.
Yeah, I'm an asshole when I choose to be.
I'm an asshole.
I mean, yeah, I understand that, Rachel. I thought you were an asshole when I first met you.
Damn! The honesty keeps coming out.
I'm joking. I did it.
I'm trying to see if this is.
It's
long
only
enough.
no. I'm messing around. I didn't.
I know.
I understand because I do the same thing when I'm around new people. I'm very, very quiet, and
That's how it was. Every HEB location I worked at, like I didn't really talk to people until like my last week at the location because I don't talk, and also I would be there so early. I would just like get straight to work.
Mm-hmm.
So they all thought I was. I mean, that's the thing with curbside though. Everyone in the store thinks you're an asshole because you're so quiet. But I'm like, I'm trying to do my job.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm having problems at work now. I don't, you know. Usually the quiet person is a quiet person. They don't bother anyone. They don't talk to anyone. They don't mess with anyone. But for some reason, there's just always those people that want to start problems with you, even though you don't.
That's because they think the nice, quiet person is nice and quiet, and
Is
they
a
can step
pushover.
on them. Yeah, and they can bully them, and then it's like, nah, get in my office.
Maybe if you were talking to me like 5 years ago, yeah, but now, hell no.
Nah, and those people deserve to be called out. Those are the Karens in the
shit.
world that need to be slapped down.
I don't take shit.
Absolutely.
Anymore. I used to. I don't anymore.
Okay.
Get about
I think. I think. Rat.
That was more like a high five. That was.
All right.
How did it feel?
I'll slap you. Slap. But I think have we all answered this question? I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. Do we want to do a break? Do you guys need a break, or can we just go into the main topic?
Let's go to the main topic.
Okay, let's go to the main topic. That way, nobody has to watch all the commercials of shows that don't exist anymore. Anyways, coming from the rap, coming from the raps, Brian Welk, and we'll be talking about the No Time to Die trailer. But the No Time to Die final trailer blurs the line between villains and heroes. It's getting harder to tell the difference between good and evil, villains and heroes, as Felix Leiter says to James Bond in the latest and final trailer for No Time to Die. Daniel Craig's Bond movies have long grappled with being a super spy in the 21st century, how technology has changed the game, and how the government's in charge of someone like 007 may not be wholly altruistic either. And this latest look at No Time to Die drives that point home. In it, we see Rami Malek's villain explain how both he and James Bond eradicate people to make the world a better place, and that we just want to see things a little tidier. And oh yeah, there's a whole lot of new action stunts that make this look cool no matter which side you're watching from. No Time to Die is the 25th James Bond movie, and Daniel Craig's fifth and final turn as 007. Kari Joji Fukunaga is directing the film, which also stars Rami Malek, Ana de Armas, Leah Seydoux, Lashana Lynch, Ralph Fiennes, Christoph Waltz,
Ray Fine,
Ben Whishaw, Naomi Harris, Jeffrey Wright, Billy Magnuson, David Densick, and Rory Kinnear. It's been a long wait and many delays for the film, but No Time to Die will finally open in theaters on September 30th in the UK and on October 8th in the US. MGM also just announced that a documentary short film called Being James Bond that looks at Craig's legacy as 007 will be available for 1 month as a free rental leading up to the release of No Time to Die. MGM on Tuesday released both an international trailer and a US trailer for the film, and you can watch the international trailer above, and it's on the site. I would play the trailer in the background with no sound on, but YouTube apparently doesn't appreciate that. after our Spider-Man fiasco. So I will not do that. So Raul doesn't have to wake up and have a mini panic attack again. But Rachel, what are your thoughts on the No Time to Die trailer?
I hate Stacey so much.
I have thoughts. Okay, so I did not watch it on my own. I actually saw it before Shang-Chi last night.
Okay.
I've never seen a James Bond movie. I tried to watch the first one, whatever that one's called. Like the very first
Casino
one.
Royale, or like,
No,
are you
the
talking
very
like the
first
very
one.
first of the
The
very first? I do
one.
not
Is it
know.
Dr. No? I don't know. I tried. So I'll be honest. I didn't know what the hell was going on in this trailer. It felt like it was just showing a lot of faces, but I liked those faces because I like those actors.
I mean, I'm kind of wondering how Rami Malek, because sometimes his role, like, I feel like Rami Malek plays the same role every fucking time.
How does he know his
Yes, like that. Yes.
Thinking of him in this movie is like that video he did where he was like, "I'm a big fan of the beach.
Macaroni
I'm a
and
big
cheese.
fan of my mom," and
That's how I picture Rami Malek now.
also, it's a Ray Fine because he's not American for whatever reason, even though his name is spelled like Ralph Fiennes.
Christoph Waltz in this as well, which is always a plus. Anytime you put him in a movie, it's always a plus. Daniel Craig, I've come to actually enjoy Daniel Craig's performances. I did not like him originally in Casino Royale, but in Skyfall, that is one of my favorite James Bond movies. So he did grow on me through the years. So I am excited to see this. I know it's been a long time. I don't even know if MGM is a studio anymore. Do we know? Did that get sold off? Does it exist anymore? I think it died during COVID.
At the very least, the casino doesn't exist anymore.
Stacy says, "Yeah, I've tried watching a Bond movie or two as well, but Mike Myers just didn't do the role justice back in the day." Thanks, Stacy. Your comments are always appreciated.
I get it now.
I'm just thinking of now the one thing I remember in Austin Powers is the stupid airport car and him getting stuck in between the bollards and just can't move the fucking car.
I watched all of them, I think either earlier this year or last year, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I was allowed to watch these as a kid.
Yeah,
I watched them as a kid, and I have not watched them since.
Get in my belly.
They are dirty.
I mean, nightmare fuel in some of those.
I learned bastard was a curse word.
Me too.
Because I knew other words were curse words, but I never
said
knew
it after watching the movie. I said it after watching the movie, and my brother goes, "Don't say that."
I was like, "Fat bastard." Yeah.
I mean, Goldmember is still the creepiest villain of ever. Really, he really is. Yeah, I don't. Gio, did you get a chance to watch it?
Yeah, I just watched it.
What did you think?
I didn't need this trailer. The other trailers did their job for me. It was already a lock when this movie was announced that I was gonna watch it. This movie, and then this trailer, at least the one that I guess is the final US trailer or whatever, the one that was linked. The only thing I guess stood out to me from the trailer itself was this is so it feels so pandemic-y to me. It feels like this is about to be some pandemic shit or some nanobot tech, whatever the fuck.
That'd be dope.
And it's interesting that an actor of color is saying something about legacy and being a villain. But it also is a question about legacy of Daniel Craig and in a very real way, Daniel Craig has been the Bond that I've grown up with. My first Bond was Pierce Brosnan, but I grew up with Daniel Craig and being obsessed with the idea of a spy. I used to want to be a spy so bad as a kid, or a hitman and stuff. And thinking about this, his run, really makes me think about how I've grown as a person and how I see these movies differently. And like instead of just not just as like, oh, these cool pieces, I'm thinking about the stories that they're actually telling and the lessons and like the in the same way that like the latest like 3 movies that talked about like a shift in the world from like being like big action hero to like villains in the dark.
Yeah.
And like
That's kind
in
of
a very
secret
real
society is
way of
pulling the
like,
strings.
yeah, and in a very real way, like in my life, instead of like thinking this is one big monstrous villain, I now know that there are a number of actors manipulating the behind the scenes, both behind like and people being frontmen to those players,
And not
and
just people, but also governments. Like literally governments that are pulling the strings, that are destabilizing these countries. And why are you getting some of these villains? Because of this, because you affected them, because you threw some of them away who worked for you.
And my knowledge of like the existence of our world as is makes Skyfall so much more powerful.
I love Skyfall.
However, it makes Spectre so much worse. Like Spectre's not good as a movie altogether, but it makes it so much worse. Also, I am a Quantum of Solace apologist. That movie came from nowhere and was the first one to really come from nowhere, like without any actual like book adaptation. And I really like I enjoy that movie in a way.
I think I remember. I think I liked Quantum of Solace. I didn't like Casino Royale though. I did not, and it might have been because I grew up with the Pierce Brosnan like Bond, the GoldenEye games. Like GoldenEye on the 64 was the best fucking multiplayer game basically ever made. But the Pierce Brosnan, they always portrayed Bond as this smooth kind of hero or spy. Never really got hurt. Like, and then you get Casino Royale, and Daniel Craig in the very like first couple minutes is falling down and like bleeding and like breaking bones and shit, and you're just like, what the fuck they do to Bond? Like he's supposed to be this smooth, like, and then after a while you're like, he grows on you. He really does. By the time he gets to Skyfall for me, it's like, yeah, this is a Bond.
I'm like, because to me, like, I think. Like I know about Pierce Brosnan, like big, like, and I've seen a bunch of other like Bond movies, like with like Connery and
Shuck it, Trebek.
Roger Moore, well, especially Roger Moore. But I like for me that like Casino Royale like really stand like those first 3 movies really stand out to me as like the growth of a hero in the modern day of like in a post 9/11 world dealing with a certain amount of mystique that exists that we are all aware of now in a different way. Question: have you ever gone back to Casino Royale?
I have not. That's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe I need to go back and start again and just kind of watch them all and kind of catch, because maybe back then, because the way they removed Pierce Brosnan from the movies, it was like very quick. It wasn't like, oh, we're feeling sad, we have to remove Pierce Brosnan. It was like, Daniel Craig's James Bond. Fuck Pierce Brosnan. That's how the kind of studio was. And it kind of egged me the wrong way, the way they did that, which was why I'm glad that Pierce Brosnan got to do The Matador, because it was kind of like a Bond movie without being a Bond movie. And yeah, and maybe my feelings will change going back and seeing Casino Royale now that I've seen like Quantum of Solace, like Skyfall. And honestly, Skyfall might be my favorite Bond movie. That might be my favorite Bond movie.
I mean, that's valid. Like, it's a great movie.
There's just so much depth into that movie, really. I would ask Chillzone what his opinion. Perfect timing.
Good timing.
This man is on point. Chillzone, did you go watch the trailer real quick?
No, I actually went to go take a.
Okay, never mind.
Take a constitutional.
Yeah.
This man was like, I needed a break, yo.
Are you interested / excited about No Time to Die?
Yeah, I'm interested. Is it have to do with James Bond? That's what I heard like before I left.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's
It's the
a
last
James
Daniel
Bond movie.
Craig James Bond movie.
I wish I had the opportunity to experience a James Bond. I've never seen one.
Oh,
Oh.
I've never seen a James Bond movie. I know how significant James Bond is. I mean, who doesn't? Like, he's like a smooth. What is he like?
see, we were
Uh,
just getting into this. Me and Gio were just having this conversation where past
So-
Bonds have been smooth, like
mhm,
Pierce Brosnan, Sean Connery, the rest of the old school kind of Bonds. It was kind of this
mhm,
smooth like spy.
mhm.
Daniel
A spy.
Craig's
That's what it
Daniel
is.
Craig's Bond from when he starts is not fucking smooth at all. He like gets blown up, he like falls down, he like gets bruises and cuts and scrapes, breaks bones. Like
Yeah.
he is not like the Bond you remember from the Pierce Brosnan era.
He's a sign of the
Right.
times.
Yeah.
When I think of James Bond, I think of the music video for "Burning Up" by the Jonas Brothers,
Oh my.
because
No,
that's
I
what
don't.
the
I was
music
gonna
video
pretend to
was.
know, but I don't. What?
I know.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go watch that. Because I have no idea what you're talking about, Rachel.
Also, speaking
I'm old.
of Pierce Brosnan, ABBA released new music this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why isn't that our story for today?
Legit. We should be talking about that.
I have nothing to add to that. I don't really. I know some ABBA songs. I'm not a like super fan, but I mean, good for them. Oh, I was gonna say, like, I think one of my problems with the more recent ones are like Daniel Craig, like the writing doesn't shift right to Daniel Craig James Bond being as smooth as he is, and so there are moments where I'm like, you're really smooth, but I know it's from this place of pain, but like there's no like you're not like solving it or anything. You're just kind of like living with the pain, and I'm like, I need you to live with. I need you to deal with your pain.
And really the past Bond movies, it wasn't really the villain that kind of made it. It was always Bond that kind of made those old school movies. Like, yeah, you had some memorable like Jaws and like villains like that. This new one though, the villains have been like really on point. Like Javier Bardem's character, like he was a great villain. Christoph Waltz, great villain. Maybe not the best movie, but great villain. And this new one, it kind of is like, because it takes off all the effort needed from Bond to just be kind of like this super spy, this superhero spy that doesn't get hurt, and it makes him kind of more realistic as a human, and allows the villains kind of shine in these movies. So I that's what I've also enjoyed from the new Bonds.
That's partially to what I was just thinking, like the way like that you described it in the new from the new Bond movies. I was thinking that like they were just trying to make it to where like they showed that even though James Bond is like this, the older Bond was like a smooth spy, that he can still make mistakes and that he's only still human,
Yeah.
like instead of him just, being able to avoid damn near everything that comes on screen,
And he's going to make it out at the end. In
Exactly.
Daniel Craig's Bonds, it's not quite as cut and dry. It's like there's this man throughout these movies loses things and people, and it really it breaks him in a way. He's not this. Yeah. This amount of loss in his life has just made him into kind of a harder character in a way, not that smooth, like I can get out of anything and save everybody. It's not that kind of Bond, which that's some special storytelling, really. It's probably why it's same with Marvel, and I don't particularly like Marvel movies that don't have a good villain for them to play off of. And that's what I think. I think these villains help Bond basically have a deeper meaning than the previous Bonds.
There it is. I was saying something about the writing, and I was like, Wait, I didn't really finish that thought. Yeah, okay, so yeah, the writing sometimes isn't great. But the part I was gonna say that I meant to say was that like there's this like when I want him to deal with his problems because every time that like debonair Bond comes out, it's like a mask for his pain of like, where the fuck were you? I mean, we thought you were dead. Yeah, I'm back now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but you were almost out and you chose to come back. You like hurt me all over again. I'm like, okay. Ooh.
I was talking to Rachel on this. I'm worried about Rami Malek because Rami Malek usually plays the same fucking role every time. So I don't know how he's gonna be in this.
Yeah, it's just iRobot. It's
It's just
really,
iRobot every fucking time.
It's iRobot or it's the Egyptian vampire from Twilight. Those are there's no in between really.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
No, third option is Bohemian Rhapsody. That's it. Those are the three roles.
I'm a fan of mac and
salad
cheese.
sandwiches.
Whatever.
I'm a fan of long walks on the beach.
Also, it's Mr. Robot, not iRobot.
Either or, you know.
iRobot is the movie with Will Smith.
Will Smith, Rami Malek. Did y'all read? Did y'all read the thing on Twitter? No. It was who was it? It was a comedian. It was a recent comedian, and she took Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith on a swamp tour because she had a Groupon. I will have to find the video for y'all.
I know Tiffany Haddish did something.
Tiffany Haddish, that's it. That's it. Because
that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense.
Because she had like a $20 a day rental car, and she took the Smiths with her to this Cajun swamp tour, and everybody wanted to take pictures with Will and Jada.
Oh yeah, I do remember this story. Yeah, because it was like right after Girls Trip.
And and Tiffany's just like, you know, they had a great time, but Jada didn't know what the hell a Groupon was.
Tiffany Haddish is probably Tiffany. I will say Tiffany Haddish is funny as fuck, but she is out of dude. Like out of pocket isn't even like the word to describe it because. I watch Girls Trip just because like we just randomly wanted to watch something in Discord and Girls Trip was the movie and I was like I saw the line and I was like I'm not like chick flicks as people like to call them aren't really like something I've really been interested in, but I enjoy Girls Trip a lot. Surprising.
I still need to watch it, but I like
it. It's really good. I would say watch it. But Tiffany Haddish carried that movie. I would say she's the same in the movie as she is in real life. Like and you know I don't know.
I was just kind of astounded, like nobody would recognize Tiffany Haddish. Like,
how? I don't know how you.
I guess this was before she like really, really kind of blew up. But it was funny because Will Smith gets in her $20 a day rental car. He's like, I've never been in a real car in a long time. I'm just like, what the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
And then Jada's like, the windows aren't tinted. I don't know if I feel safe. And I'm just like, really? Like, come on, guys.
Church of Scientology be like.
We're not. Nope. Sorry,
and that's where the
nope. That's where people are gonna be outside my house.
And a 1, 2, 3, 4. Do.
Second time.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll deal with people jumping on couches and shit later.
Oh my god!
I'm not touching that. It's funny. I'm not touching that.
That's all I got from Bond.
He's not touching it.
That's like Tom's exes. But anyways,
I had a 1, 2, 3.
Anyways, before we get in trouble with other churches, let's go ahead and plug it out. Let's start with Gio and go around the room.
I recently, this is me actually plugging myself. I recently listened to "Here with Me" with Churches and Marshmallow. That was anyway. You can follow me on Twitter at MediaMartyr17. That's MEDIAMARTYR17. Link tree in the description on my Twitter for all the places I am on the internet. 1, I'm here, Nerdcore. I'm here a bunch. And keep enjoying this shit.
Host.
2, Survivors of Flame, September 8th at 8:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Session 3. The episode is titled Birthday Surprise. And if I could tell you the number of times...
No. I thought it was birthday interrogation.
Birthday interrogation. I am sorry.
Last one was surprise.
Yeah, last one was surprise. This one's birthday interrogation. And if I tell you over the last 2 weeks how many times I have been like, oh, I don't need to prep, or oh, I have no way of prepping, it's been a bunch. So it's gonna be a wild session. Also, Share Club Pod season 2 has begun. Episode 20, talking about Ride Your Wave. Michelle and I talked about grief, death, and loss, and what in my head I am calling Sad Boy September arc going on. And because we're talking about a number of things that are a bit sadder, but also really good content. And that's at Share Club Pod on Twitter and where podcasts are found.
Very cool. Joe Zone, you want to go next? Plug it up, Joe Zone.
Dude.
Get your plug on.
Hi, it is me, Keon, Mr. Chillzone, the Black Kage.
He's here.
To find me anywhere on the internet, I am here every now and then on Fridays and
Thanks, Mr.
sometimes
Robot.
Saturdays. You can also find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Mr. Chillzone. You can also find my YouTube link in my bio on Twitter. You will see that I have no YouTube URL personally because I have not uploaded in over 5 months. So enjoy. Look for my YouTube bio on my Twitter.
Why is this man sounding like a
occasionally
Mr. Speak and Spell?
And occasionally for some mildly depressing tweets. Follow me on Twitter. Thank you very much.
Did the church get to you already?
Somebody was stirring some tea over there, and he was like, he's like,
Please.
Someone had the cards up for him to read in the
Listen,
background.
I don't consider myself a particularly ethical person, but I am fair.
but I am fair.
Thank you, Joe Zone. Rachel, you want to plug it up?
Yes, you can find me everywhere at Lucky
What up?
Peach, LVCKY Peach. The accent came out again. As well as every Tuesday noon Central Standard Time, new episodes of The Luckiest Peach. The episode that released this week was a bonus episode for August called Movies That Made Me Gay. And next week's episode will be starting off September with a new episode of Streaming Wars.
Very nice. And you can find me at RandomGerm101 everywhere, or at the Nerdcores _ on Twitter, at the Nerdcores everywhere else on social media. Find me playing Yodar the Hermit on Survivors of Flame with Geo as our DM. And find me on a whole bunch of other podcasts and some that are surprises. One being the Luckiest Speech. So that's all I got. I guess am I the one sending us out again?
Brad, send them out.
All right, thank you, host. Thank you to all those who joined us in chat today. Thank you to our special guest co-host, Rachel, Keon. Thank you both. Appreciate you both. Thank you to our one and only ho-host,
I
Gio.
am here.
Yes, you are.
This is one of those moments I wish I knew how to say I am here like they do in
I
My
am
Hero Academia.
Here am I. Here's Keon. Ho-host.
co-host.
Thank you to all our Patreon members, all those who listen to us everywhere. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I'm just gonna say I hope bro enjoyed Shang-Chi. And yeah, that's all I got. So bye everybody. Shang-Chi.
You have reached the voicemail box of Keon Cakes. If you would like to leave a message, please leave one after the beep. Beep! Shout out to Stacy.